If you want your fastest way to your dream body, then I think these 3 stages that I include in this video of starting the gym from the very beginning, of if you are a newbie to the gym, then I think these are the 3 stages that you will need to go through to get to that end result of your dream body, of looking aesthetic, of attracting the woman that you want, your wife, your future wife. These are the 3 stages that you should go through. Now, the first stage is building the habit. I know you'll get excited when you first start the gym. You'll get really excited. You know, you've got these big dreams, this body that's in your mind. You get really excited about thinking about that. Oh, got to do this, got to be perfect. But it can become very overwhelming with all these things to think about: tracking food, doing the workout, working out for an hour. It can be exhausting. You're aching. All of these things come into play. And I think the first stage, which is the fundamental thing that you need to do to develop to getting this dream body, is building the habit of going to the gym. I want you to forget about tracking food and getting a workout plan that's, you know, hits every single muscle. I want you to fully focus on building the habit and staying consistent for 2 months, 3 months, making sure that you don't skip a day, even because there will be days where you don't feel like doing it. You're just struggling with your mental health. You're tired. You've haven't had much sleep. You went out drinking. There will be these days that are really tough, and you do not want to go. But we want to get it so it's built into your system, so it's become a lifestyle. So you just automatically go. There are days where I don't even realise how I got to the gym, just because I drive the same route every single day, and I've just zoned out, and I don't even know how I'm alive sometimes, because I'm just there. All of a sudden, I'm just in the gym because I go every single day, and it's built into my system that much. It's a habit, it's a lifestyle, and this is what we want you to get at. We want you to just think, okay, got to go to the gym at 10 o'clock in the morning, bang, and you're still there. You go there every day that you plan to go. I want you to work out for 20 to 40 minutes each workout. And I say this because you'll probably have the questions going on in your mind. Oh, that's not long enough. I'm not going to be training hard enough. I'm not going to be building enough muscle. This isn't enough stimulus for me. Like I said, this stage is about building the habit. So we're not worried about building muscle at the minute, even though you will be building a bit of muscle just because your body is very new to this stimulus. You will be building muscle without even like tracking and eating the stuff, just because of like how the body works and adapting to stressful situations. You'll be putting stress on your muscles either way. The 20 to 40 minutes is just so you're not getting to that really intense workout, so your muscles are going to be aching the days after, and it's going to give you enough time in the gym for like the days after to come where you're like thriving to go, where you're like really excited to go, because you're only doing 20 minutes. 20 minutes is nothing. Everyone can fit in 20 minutes. We want to make sure that you're uncomfortable enough that you are progressing and building this habit, but not too uncomfortable so you quit really early and you just give up, and then maybe like, you know, when New Year comes, then you start again, all over again, start this cycle all over again, because you've probably been in this cycle, and it's because you haven't built the habit of going. You haven't changed your lifestyle, this habit. You haven't built this habit into your system. It's not in your system. So this stage is about building the habit. We want a short workout, not too intense, and fully just focusing on hitting the gym every single day, going to the gym, getting into the gym, whatever workout you're doing, whether it's the treadmill, whether it's weightlifting, whatever. We just want you to build the habit of going to the gym, living in the gym, making it your lifestyle, because this will be the fundamental thing you do to getting your dream body. The second stage is building muscle. Now we've built the habit, we're in the routine of going to the gym every single day. Now we want to make some real progress. Now we want to, start building muscle. But usually what happens, what gets people into the gym is wanting to lose weight, wanting to, look better, look leaner. And the truth is, especially for my situation and a lot of people's situation, they don't have muscle. So they're cutting down, just to look slimmer, and they'll look skinny fat, and you'll eventually get to this stage of, oh, I'm going to have to build muscle now so I can have a bit more of a shape. But if we just start off by doing that, if we start off with a lean bulk, then we're going to build muscle. And because we're so new to the gym, this will be the best time to fuel our muscles and build this body, just because our body's so not used to building muscle. It's all new to this. The stimulus and how fast we can put on muscle will be greatly increased because of how new we are. So this stage is about lean bulking. We want you to build muscle, and how we can do that is go on and find a calorie calculator so you can find your maintenance calories and add 200 to 500 calories. And I know you're probably like, no, I can't do that. I want to lose some weight. And if you're scared about losing weight, then I would suggest adding in daily low intensity cardio like walking. Staying consistent with this, doing this, daily, getting 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. This will keep you leaner than what you would be if you weren't walking, and it's going to show more definition in your body as you're building muscle. You won't look bulky, you will just look more toned and defined, but building muscle at the same time if you're staying in a lean bulk. If you're dirty bulking, then of course this isn't really going to have a massive effect on your body, because of when we're dirty bulking, we're just consuming that many calories that we're just putting on so much fat that it's not really counteracting or doing anything. So we want to be in a surplus of 200 to 500 of our maintenance calories, adding steps in, adding walking, low intensity cardio, so we can keep this fat off. Plus, when it does come time to cut, we won't have as much fat to cut, making it so we'll be in a cut for shorter. Who likes being in a cut? We want to be, eating at roundabout maintenance, below maintenance, just a bit higher than maintenance. It'll differ from day to day, No one likes starving and no one likes overeating. These bulking and cutting seasons are very, they're very intense on our bodies. So we want to keep them as short as possible. So first, we need to build the muscles, so then later on we can cut down and then have more of a shape and get this aesthetic body to attract the woman that we want. But my biggest mistake during this period, my first ever lean bulk, was I didn't train my core. I thought, if I train the rest of my body, I'll have a nice shape. And I've listened to YouTubers in the past and they said, if you just lose some weight, you can see your abs. Well, I did that. And my shoulders, my chest, it looked toned. It looked like I've been going to the gym. But then you look at my belly, my gut, my love handles, my back, my lower back. This is where us men put on most of the fat. It's like our midsection. And my midsection looked like I'd just been sitting around all day, whereas my chest and my shoulders and my arms, they looked a bit more toned. And this was because I never trained my core. And there was two things that happened when I got to this stage of realizing I have to actually train my core, my abs, to have abs. And the first one was, I still have a fat belly. I still have this flabby love handles, this gut that I'm not proud of. I just look skinny fat, but with a bit of definition up here. And the second thing was my back, the whole of my back, the back of my legs was constantly aching because it was overworking, making up for my poor core strength. Because I trained my back, I'd do deadlifts, I'd do, lat pull downs, all that stuff. My back was quite strong. But then my core, I'd never trained it, like I said. So this was a mistake for me. We've got to add in at least one exercise every single day to our workout routine so we can build up a core and we can have a balance in the back and front, because they work together. And I had that imbalance where my back was strong but my core was really weak. Now the third stage, and this will come, and I think a lot of people fail at this point. This is where they're like, okay, I don't know where to go, or this is maybe the stage where they look for personal trainers and people to, they look for videos like this. And this is the stage for me that I was stuck at for ages. I thought I was really training hard. I thought, if I hit my reps, if I hit them 10 reps, if I hit them 12 reps, I'm going to be progressing, I'm going to be putting up weight. But then, week after week I was doing the same weight, and if I did try and push for a higher weight, I just failed, and I felt like I was doing like 3 or 4 reps of that on that weight, the step up on the weight, and then I was like, oh, I'm not getting any stronger, and it was just making me feel shit. So this stage is about increasing the intensity that you're training at, because there will become a point where these newbie gains won't always be pulling its weight. This will get to the stage where your body is so used to working out that you need to increase the intensity of your workouts, how many reps you're doing, how much weight you're doing. And for a long time I wouldn't add weight, I wouldn't add reps to increase this intensity. I wasn't pushing till failure. Like I said, I could have done 4, 5, maybe even in some cases 10 reps more than what I was actually doing. But I was just saying, okay, my workout plan says 10 reps, I'm going to do 10 reps, when I could have done 12, 13, 14, whatever it is. So now I'm pushing to complete failure or close to failure by pushing to the point where I just can't push anymore, and then adding in 1 or 2 eccentric reps, the reps where, say you're on a bench press, it's all the way at the top and you're just lowering it slowly, you're controlling it on the way down. Or if it was like a dip, you would be controlling it all the way down, so it's all the way to your chest. So I'd add a few of them reps at the end of each set, as well as I've changed my routine completely. Whereas before I was doing 4 to 5 sets of each exercise, but I've completely changed my workout routine to 2 sets. And you think, no, this isn't enough stimulus, surely. But I've progressed the fastest that I've ever progressed. I'm constantly putting on weight, constantly upping the reps and keeping that intensity high. So I'm, constantly improving, and week after week I'm going up. I'm adding weight, my bench, my lat pull downs, my pull-ups, everything is increasing because of how I am training. 2 sets to complete failure. When I had the 4 and 5 sets, the first 2, maybe even 3 sets, I wasn't actually training that hard, wasn't training that intensely, because I thought, because I've got I've got so many sets on each exercise, I need to preserve my energy for the later sets, so I can keep going, so I can hit them reps. So first 2 sets, 3 sets, I would just go till the 10 reps that my workout plan said. I wouldn't push any further. And then when it came to the 4th, 5th set, I couldn't even hit the 10 because I was that tired. So this way of working out, going really hard at the beginning on these two sets. Like I said, I'm doing 2 sets on every exercise. Complete failure. I've had to do this because of how hard I'm training, because I'm going to failure to every single set. The 2 sets is enough for me. My muscles feel like they're working, they're aching the day after, the days after. Like I said, I'm constantly progressing. This is my new way of training. This has not only helped me progress faster and train harder, but made me really fall in love with the gym again. Because my workouts are shorter than what they ever have been, like 45 minutes on a Friday. I have a 45-minute workout just because of how short the workouts are. I've got 5 exercises with 2 sets each. Who wouldn't want that on a Friday? There's some days where we just don't feel like going, and that 45 minutes is just enough for me. I get that workout in. I still tick the boxes off of going to the gym, and I'm still increasing every single week. So This is my new way of training, and I thought I would share that and make you realize that you don't have to do 4 or 5 sets to constantly be increasing, to upping the weight and the reps and the sets. I believe that if you are truly going to failure on these first 2 sets, you are going to be progressing. You don't need the 4 sets, the 5 sets. You need to seriously, at this stage, you need to look at yourself and think, at this stage of increasing the intensity, you need to sit down and have a word with yourself and be truthful with yourself. Are you training hard enough? If you've hit a plateau and you don't see your weight going up any further when you're bulking or whatever it is, you need to sit down and have a word with yourself. Am I training hard enough? And seriously look at yourself and say, okay, can I do more reps? Can I add more weight? And the answer is probably yes. It's just about being honest with yourself and really pushing yourself to that point. If you really want this dream body, if you really want to attract your future wife and get this dream body that you want, to look in the mirror and just think, fuck me, you're sexy, then you will need to have a word with yourself and think, am I really training hard enough? Do I need to up my intensity? I want you to achieve your dream body and have more success with women and attract your future wife. Even just gain confidence in yourself. For a man, building a body is the most profound thing that you can do, and it teaches us a lot, like consistency, discipline, bad days, good days, progress. But most importantly, it impacts our mental health so much. This can be day 1 of starting your journey. I hope this video helped. If it did, please support me in any way possible. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you for listening. Stay sexy.